You're just having to just play the mind game, just play the wave game of just waving high five, going on those little waves of water too, and just acting like you want to be on a trip, just because you know straight ahead your destination is right there. Hopefully you guys can see me. Don't mind the haircut. It's early in the morning, just getting ready for work. I might look a little crispy here, but don't worry, I'm gonna fix myself. But anyways, I want to come on here because I don't want to show no flashy edits, nothing like that. Just a plain YouTube video. Might have had the little intro, I don't know. But what I came to talk about is that nobody wants to be unique. We live in a world where everybody wants to be self-interest, but not self-purpose. And when I say that, it may or may not make sense, but think about it like this. You may have a person that don't want to hear you talk about your goals, your dreams, your passions, but then that same person who don't want to hear you wants you to hear about them. And their life isn't even all that interesting because they may be going through something where it's like, oh, you know, my life is good, but I have to pay this thing off. Or I love this person, but they keep on getting on my nerve, and I keep on giving them this, or giving them money, or giving them that, this, that, X, Y, Z. And what I'm trying to say here is that your environment really does play a role in who you are. People may think it doesn't. You can have the mindset. But it's still about what you want to do, what you can achieve. Because despite me, my situation here, having to work at a certain grocery store deli job that's on the countryside, far away from where I live at, I have to get up endlessly early in the morning just so that I can be ready. Yes, I could probably be my father, who's closer in the countryside by the job, but, you know, in my opinion, as of right now, he's dealing with issues that I don't want to deal with. I think neurologically, or just his own pressure of handling a house. I'm just going to be real, I'm not going to put his business out there like that. And certain people will pressure you because my father has insecurities right now about, you know, or stress factors, I'll say, about, you know, a new home. He shouldn't place that on me because I'm just a young man. I don't even live with him. That's the thing. And so I'm working this job only because I need some type of money to come in because I was looking for jobs for a while. And just because I want to lower down all the yelling, all the pressure. Also, too, he recommended me the job as well. Forgot to tell you guys. Which nobody's not going to get mad at me if I don't want the job, but I wouldn't want to deal with no controversial issues because anytime something comes in, my father always tried to find some type of loophole in it or some type of way of saying, well, here's a reason why, here's an excuse why you should stay here, here's a reason why. And overall, yes, things can look perfect, things can look great. But for me as a Christian, the Bible also says that the devil can come as an angel of light. Wolves can be in sheep clothing. I'm not saying necessarily my father is doing that, but jobs can do that too. Relatives can do that too. Friends can do that too. Sometimes you have to, as I said in my recent videos, tolerate and be a little bit 10% authentic, but sometimes you just gotta go all in and just crush it away. But for me right now, and maybe for you in your situation, you're just having to just play the mind game, just play the wave game of just waving high five, going on those little waves of water too, and just acting like you want to be on a trip, just because you know straight ahead your destination is right there. And that's what I'm doing right now. Even despite me getting up early, you see my eyes kind of tired, you see my haircut, I'm not really picking that much because I don't pick every day. Despite, you know, me still washing up, getting ready, smelling good for my job, looking professional. In my mind, I'm just thinking about, I can't wait till that next job comes in so I can fund my business. I can't wait till that next job comes in so I can fund my business. Manifesting that, praying for that, giving God the glory for that, humbling myself about that. Our righteousness are like filthy rags if you're a believer of Christ. But that faith will never go away. Our works can't equate to God blessing us, but our faith can through the works, because it's a balance. Faith plus work equals success. I always say it all the time. In fact, it's on my shoe. I wasn't getting the garage, but I forgot I can't put shoes under my grandma's floor because it's brand new flooring, but it should be on the screen. But yeah, my signature quote: faith plus work equals success. Put in the faith, put in the work, the success will come. I'm blessed for the opportunity I have, because some people may say, well, some people don't have jobs, Brendan. Yes, I'm definitely blessed for it, thankful for God for it, but not all jobs fit everybody. This job could just be something for me to be in my journey of life, to learn maybe years from now. But I know that this isn't something that I'm going to do long term. Things can always change, of course. God can always change the courses, because I'm not on God's timeline. But I know deep in my heart that God has something bigger for me to do, or something that relates to my skill set at a job to enhance more of my ability to become an entrepreneur while I'm doing my own businesses, while learning, marketing, business, sales, negotiation, XYZ at a different company besides what I'm doing with Grocery Deli. Like I say, selling a product of like phones or something is more of my type of job thing, because I'm just going straight into the workforce. I'm not worrying about but if this job is just a start, no. I want to have a job that I know I can expand on, because once I expand on that, and I probably potentially maybe rank up on it, all that money I'm making, I can leverage that job to then leaving it and going full time in my business. You're probably wondering, what's your business? 4 books, this YouTube channel, my children's book that I actually made visually with AI, but everything else was through me, the script, the setting, the characters, everything. And I'm expanding that in a cartoon. And actually, if you want to check out that channel, link should be down below for that. And yeah. But the thing I just want to tell you guys is, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Don't doubt yourself. Keep having faith, because at the end of the day, God is with you. And if you're not a believer of Christ, you got this. Don't let your friends get you. Don't let your peers get you, your family. Don't feel like, I don't know what I want to do. Bro, I want to do this, but I don't know. Don't say I don't know. If you know in your heart you want to do it, but you're just worrying about the back of something mind, don't worry about that back of that person in your mind. Don't let them live rent free in your head. Don't. Just go ahead and do what you got to do. And if you got to do like what I'm doing right now, humbling yourself, staying happy despite dealing with the situation, just go through it until you know your path to get out of that Egypt, to go into the land of, I guess, Exodus, as Moses did, with leaving Pharaoh and then going into the wilderness to then his people, I guess, a little bit of them, I think, made it to like the land of milk and honey, but I know Moses didn't, if I'm not mistaken. It's in the Bible. If you are a reader of the Bible, I would suggest read that part. But yeah, if you're dealing with something right now, comment it down below. If you want to share it, if you have any suggestions of other videos you may want me to make, like this, where I'm just talking to the camera, let me know. I also have a Substack down below. I'll comment it in the comments and pin it. And don't forget, my children's book cartoon link is right down below in the description of this video. I know I'm telling you to do a lot, but one more thing I need you to do is make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button to this video so that the algorithm can recommend this video to other people who are just like you, who are interested into this. And yeah, subscribing will allow you to see the library of my content. I know that I've been using AI thumbnails a lot, but this time I want to experiment and go back to doing human content with this channel and just see where the growth comes and see how the algorithm reacts to it. But if you watch it all the way to the end, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.